Good morning, guys. Good evening. Where are you? Where are you based? Vincenza. Where are you based? Yeah, but it's not evening here. It's afternoon. Oh, you're in California? Okay. Opening range breakout book is Tony Crable. Toby. Toby Crable. Toby Crable. Yeah, okay, yeah. You're right. Opening range breakout. Let's see here. Where am I? Okay. Toby Crable. Let's get started in a couple of minutes. I'm just trying to catch up on Twitter here. Oh, FMCI! They announced a merger now. Tattooed Chef. What the hell is this? Gonna raise my stop to that thing. All right, let's get started here. Can you guys hear me still? So we're getting a big gap up after a big down day yesterday. I got stopped out of a few long positions, and also I covered a bunch of shorts yesterday. BA I still have about half size. NKLA, where is this thing pre-market? Okay, it's gapping up too, but NKLA traded it intraday yesterday, gonna trade it intraday. I still have my core 12,500 shares from the mid-high 80s or so. I'm not gonna hold it over the weekend, but I'm gonna trade opening range lows and cover everything at the close probably. TFS, let's see how it acts here in this area. TQQ, I shorted some pre-market, but looks like I got stopped out of them. I need to actually cover those. Okay, so I covered the pre-market short, took a $10,000 loss on that. I'm not sure if this gap up is gonna stick or not. I don't think it will stick, but we'll see. Because now news flow is going back to the COVID-19, and there's go you know, the FUD is starting to come back. Starting to see, like I barely seen any COVID-19 related news the past month, and now like the past couple of days there I've read a lot, so I don't know. We'll see how price action is. But my longs are holding up really well. Except for Bill. Bill is frustrating. I got stopped out of it yesterday, pretty much at the lows of the day, and then it went back into range, and today it's probably gapping up a little bit. And the AMD I got stopped out of late day too, and now it's gapping up. Shopify went short overnight, but I covered it pre-market due to the gap up. CS holding up. Most of my longs are holding up super well. Zoom was the only green stock in my portfolio yesterday, and this is also like one of the most extended, which is pretty interesting. Too bad. I really wanted a big gap down today, because I wanted to play these airlines and cruise lines on the long side, but now with the gap up, they're gonna be in the middle of a range, and I just don't see an edge on these things today. I do not see any edge. Not long, nor not short. If they can bounce a few days, there's gonna be edge on the short side, but right now there's just nothing there, in my opinion. Celdex could be a short. Potential short. mRNA, no, it's not broken. If it can go sideways like today, it could have a nice long setup next week. I don't think it is broken at all. It's still holding higher lows on the 60-minute chart. Look at how perfectly it's holding higher lows. Again, I'm not sure this gap up is gonna hold, but we'll see. We will see. I am looking at NKLA opening range lows, but this thing could very easily go back to $75 today. Damn, Celdex has SSR on. What the fuck? Didn't realize that. Oh, it's Celdex. I can't trade this thing. Are you moving stops lower on longs? No, I'm moving stops higher on longs. No, I'm not long Twix. Beely looks strong. Beely looks really strong. Congrats to you who got the airlines and cruise lines yesterday, if you didn't get stopped out. But I guess most of you did get stopped out on those. Since they closed very weak. What? Wait. What happened with TQQ? Oh, come on. Genius. Oh, yeah, wow. It is bouncing. That is correct. Let's see how they digest this FMCI news. Now we know what company they're gonna. It wasn't Impossible Foods, but that's not really a surprise. not really a surprise. Covering up some nickel. I've covered up almost a third of the nickel on my day trade shorts. I'm gonna use my stop for everything on the highs of the day. PDD short? Absolutely not. It's absolutely no short side. This is one of the strongest stocks. Why are you want to short one of the strongest stocks? This thing showed big relative strength yesterday. This thing is gonna hit all-time highs very soon. GAN? GAM. Yeah, it's trying to bounce off the rising 20. I think in a couple of days we may have a setup on it if it holds up. Peloton is another one I got stopped out on yesterday. It wants to come back now. Damn, it would have been so great if we had gotten a gap down. I would have gone long this NCLH and CCL and SAVE and all of these. The market doesn't make it easy. They make it hard. So far they're selling off this FMCI. Yeah. This W is super strong too. There's just still so many stocks that are incredibly strong. DraftKings bounced off the rising 20-day perfectly yesterday. Another one showing relative strength. This thing goes sideways a few more days and then breaks out. It's gonna go to 70. That one I'm actually getting excited about. I'm still short it, but that short is gonna go very soon. SC about to hit new highs, bounced off the rising 10-day yesterday. You can just so easily see this, the strongest stocks. They just can't hold them down. They're just surfing these moving averages. Mealy, another one. D-Dog, another one, was barely down yesterday. Close break even. ZS, they couldn't bring it below the 10-day. Zoom. Tesla was barely down yesterday. Oh shit, Beely's. Oh, Beely wants to go. Oh, should I buy some? Okay, so what's gonna happen? I think I'm gonna get stopped out of this Beely, but I have to buy some. It looks too good. Etsy looks good too. Okay, so I have 35,000 shares of this Beely now. What do you mean, bud broker? I am struggling. Should I look for longs or shorts? Well, in this case, you probably shouldn't trade. You should probably just chill out until you see something good. If you don't want to know what to do, then don't do anything. You know, just wait until you see something good. When I play stops, I usually set a hard stop. But when a stock moves in my direction, I usually don't have a hard stop. I only have a hard stop when the price is close to my stop. Doku, another one. This thing was green yesterday on the big sell-off. This thing is gonna go to 200 before the month is over. I just feel that. There are many things looking good. D-Dog. Oh man. This thing could also go to 100 before the month is over. I have 4 screens. What you see is only one screen. Of course I put in my orders manually. How else do you do it? Voice control? Like Alexa, buy 35,000 Beely. I guess you could do that today, but no, I don't use any of that technology. Alexa, short 2,000 shares of Amazon and tell Bezos to fuck off. Yeah, the beeps are my alerts. Yeah, I'm multitasking. I'm putting in orders, I'm doing scans, and I'm eating. I'm always so prepared for the trading day. Should I buy more Beely? Should I buy another 5,000 shares? Nah. No, I'm not gonna. Lulu? Did they have earnings or something? Oh no, never mind. Yeah. Yeah, again, bounce off the rising 20-day. This didn't even touch the 20-day. Man, there's so much strength underneath. The leaders are holding up. Even if this pullback that we're in, even if we go a bit lower, I think it's just gonna be like a garden variety bull market pullback. I think we're gonna go like maybe bounce off the 50-day or something if we do that, and then we're gonna go straight up. There's just so many things holding up really well. Like leaders are not selling off at all. All the leaders held up really well yesterday. That's a very good bullish sign. Now that can obviously change, but what I'm seeing right now, it's just hard to be bearish. Like maybe short term we could go a bit lower, but I don't think we're gonna have any major pullback unless the leaders start selling off. And right now we're just not seeing that. Domo? No. It's not best of breed. Wow, DXCM is coming back. This one looks good too. If we can just go sideways for one more day, that would be perfect. I am eating food. Yep. Yeah, Zoom, I've said it before, I'm gonna say it again. Next target 250, and then it goes to 270, maybe even 300. It's like it's an amazing stock, so strong. Is this CHNR? Is it the warrior, day trading warrior, or warrior trading, or whatever his name is? Is he pushing this thing? Man, if I had 15,000 people on my stream. You rewatched yesterday's Twitch? Yeah. I had a passionate rant. Or I don't know if it was that passionate. And I don't even know if it was a rant. But there was a couple of minutes there that were really good. You missed it? Yeah, you missed it. Yeah, yeah. You went for breakfast. Or no, not for breakfast. Yeah, for breakfast, I think. One thing that's super annoying with YouTube, it's when I upload it, for the first like 12 hours or so, you can only watch it at 360p. It takes like, I don't know, I mean 10, 12 hours or something for YouTube to, you know, so you can watch it in 1080p. And I don't know why you can't watch it in 1440p, because I stream in 1440. So I just haven't figured those things out. Oh, there's keep selling FMC. Okay, I'm gonna move my stop back to where it was. I want to see how it acts around the rising 20-day moving average. I know there was some hype of Impossible Foods, and this, I guess the Robin Hooders really believed that. But I want to see if there's buying coming in. The numbers were pretty good, I think, on that tattooed chef. Yeah, there's no sport betting, so they don't have any choice. Oh, well, they do have a choice. But there's nothing else to do. Day trading is the only game in town. Warriors, guys, they're all winners. This is room for losers only. So if you're a winner, get the fuck out of my stream. Okay, DFS is starting to fade again. So far, FMCI is trying to bounce off the rising 10-day. Let's see how it acts here. Yes, I'm still in bin. Guys, this box here, these are my positions. These are my positions, long and short. This is not a watch list. This is my portfolio. Wait, what? No. What? Am I short Celdex? Holy shit, I thought I cancelled my order. No. When did this thing trigger? Wait, oh, I think there was some platform lag. Okay, apparently I'm short a bunch of Celdex, half or like third size. From 88.13 average. Okay, that's a pleasant surprise. I'm gonna cover like a third of this. What the hell? I even got an error message after I tried to cancel the order. Oh, I got the error message because there was no order to cancel because it got filled. Ah, now I get it. Yeah, that was weird. Because I put in a limit order on Celdex and SSR was on, so I didn't get filled. So like, it went straight down. I was like, nah, I don't think it's that great of a setup anyways. So I canceled the order, but I did actually get filled. But I didn't see it because the platform was lagging. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I get money thrown at me. No, it's true. This market has been insane. I've been up like $1 million on average every week for the past like almost 2 months. I mean, it's crazy. Unbelievable market. Best market I've ever seen. Wait, my average is no. Oh, 842 average, not 814. Okay, that explains things. Oh, wait. Why is my average so low? Oh, because I had a market order, not a limit order. Okay. No, okay, yeah, that's why I canceled it. Okay, it's now it's coming back. Okay, things are starting to make sense here. I solved the mystery. I'm Sherlock Holmes. Exactly. Losers don't even try. Yes, mRNA is still in play, but probably not today. Today I want this thing to go sideways. Look at the 60-minute chart. This is one of the biggest momentum stocks. Okay, it's a very hyped sector, very hyped stock. And now that we are starting to see uptick in COVID-19 cases, this thing could get very hot again. Look at this thing. This thing has been building higher lows for the past 2 months. 2 months. Once it starts re-breaking that 64 area, like again, ideally this thing stays down today and just goes sideways here. But for next week, this thing could be hot. NVAX is also kinda setting up. Right now I'm looking at it both on the long and the short side, but if it starts breaking out, I'm gonna go long, and if it breaks down, I'm gonna go short. These liquid momentum stocks are very good trading both ways. mRNA started to break already. I'm not gonna trade it today, but yeah, hopefully it pulls back to 62 or something. Livongo, I got stopped out near the lows of the day yesterday, and now it looks like it's about to break out again. undercut the rising 20-day, put in actually closed above the 20-day, or right at the 20-day. Now it's about to break the range again. This thing is, it's gonna go to 80, 90. I'm telling you guys, it's gonna go to 80, 90. If it starts breaking out today, I'm gonna rebuy it. I'm gonna do more size than I had on it. Yeah, Twilio is another one that stopped me out yesterday, and look, now it's back into range. 60-minute chart on the daily chart, it put in another higher low. The charts of these things are just getting better and better. This is another one. It breaks out, it's gonna go to 250. There's so many great setups right now. I'm excited for next week. I really am. It really is fascinating, this market. This market. What about Shop? This one, I actually went short it yesterday, but I covered it pre-market. This thing is also, it looks really good. If it breaks out above that 765 area, I will buy it because this thing is gonna go to $1,000. It's just building a flag here. It looks really, really good. This is the market leader right now. This is the creme de la creme of the growth stocks. Damn, Livongo is triggering. Livongo. Tesla will buy out Nikola. Sure. Airlines, I'm not looking at airlines today. I don't see a setup there. If they keep bouncing today and we get a gap up on Monday, they could be short setups. But today, just, I mean, for day trading, I mean, I guess there may be some setup there. I'm not even looking at it. I kind of like these slow days. Earlier this week, there were a couple of days that were really stressful. There was so much going on, and I did some insane size. And last week too, like when I shorted the airlines, and it's super stressful. It's nice to have these days you can do like only trade a few things, and you know, don't do any crazy size or anything. The stressful days, even though you end up making a lot of money, they're just so stressful. It gets so exhausting. If you get several in a row, it kind of wears you down. Or maybe I'm getting old, I don't know. But you know, so far I did trade TQQ twice today. I lost about 22 grand on those two trades. Nikola, I shorted opening range lows. I'm still short. I covered up some. I think this thing could go red. And I also bought some Beely, but nothing crazy, you know. I'm using the daily charts. I'm using the hourly charts. I use the 5-minute. And I use the 1-minute. But the 5 and 1-minute I generally only use like at the near the open. Then I mostly look at the 1 hour or the 60-minute chart. And I also look when I have my TC2000 when I'm not streaming. I have my TC2002 27-inch widescreen monitors. Then I also look at the weekly chart. 10 for a long. Nah. Look, the thing is, 10 looks like all of these cyclical names right now. It's a thin, low-price stock. You could do like Save, CCL, UAL. They all look the same. These are higher priced, and they're more liquid. Stick to those. 10 is just a random, low-priced, illiquid stock. Yes. On the intraday, I'm using 60-minute chart. I use the EMA, and the daily chart, I mostly use the MA or SMA. Well, first I have to look at gold. What is gold doing? Okay, gold looks good. Gold looks good. Then I look at GDX, which is the gold miner ETF. And yeah, it's riding the 50-day now. It looks also good. If gold is gonna break out, this may break out. And then we look at Nugget. Yeah, I mean, I think Chainug is better. It's stronger. The junior miners are holding up better. GDX, let's look at GDXJ. Yeah, GDXJ looks better than GDX. So I'd rather do Chainug instead of Nugget. I even have an alert set for this thing. Yeah, look, if this thing starts breaking out, I will buy it. It looks better. The junior miners are showing more strength. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. They have everything going for them. This is why I think they're gonna go to 1,000 plus. And this is why this is one of my main watches. I'm looking at this airline. There could be a trade here, actually. On the long side. NCLH already went. RCL went. CCL, what's this one doing? Okay. AAL. Nah, I'm gonna pass on them. I'm gonna pass on them. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on them. Oh, FMCI is weakening again. What are these fuel cell names doing? BLDP. Oh man, bounced off the 10-day. Looks great. Plug. Hopefully these things can go sideways for a week, so we get a buy setup. And BE looks good too. Yeah. Again, as long as the leaders, the leading stocks in the market right now, like among the growth names, we're talking about Peloton, Twilio. Wait, someone is at my door. Be right back. Right, I'm back. So Twilio is another leader. mRNA is a leader. Livongo is a leader. Shopify is the leader. Then we have like stuff like, I mean, no, this is more of a speculative stuff, but Beely is a leader. PDD, Fastly, DDOG, DraftKings, these are all leading growth stocks. Zoom, I guess, is the leader, not Shopify. ZS, like as long as these stocks are holding up, surfing the rising 10 and 20-day moving averages, I don't think we're gonna get any big pullback in the markets. When you start seeing these stocks breaking down, that's when I think we may be in trouble. Tesla, yeah, it had a double downgrade. I'm just watching the 10-day. If it can't bounce off the 10-day, then I may sell it. Right now it looks okay. Beamy? What is Beamy? Never heard of it. It's just a random pump. Okay, markets are starting to fade here. TQQs are fading. I'm gonna short some if it takes out opening range lows. Again, it's mostly a hedge for my longs. What's AMD doing? Okay, AMD is actually... AMD is also intact. Could be a rebuy in a few days. Let's see if we get another leg of selling in the markets, or if this was it. Yeah, I have the fly, I have briefing. I use those. What the hell is this thing? No, wait, TSOI? Oh, okay, it's just some random OTC name. No, I don't never buy bottom of range. I only buy breakouts. Only breakouts out of ranges. It has to come out of a range. I only buy stocks that are going up. Sometimes I do buy pullbacks, but then it's when it's like coming out of a pullback. Like the last one was Nikola. This was a pullback I bought on this day here. Let's look back on the 60-minute chart too. So it pulled back, found support on the rising 10-day, and once it started coming out of this range here, 20, whatever it was, I don't remember where I bought it. Was it like 24 bucks or so? I think I bought it when it came out of this range. So sometimes I buy pullbacks, but like when they're trying to come out of a pullback or some kind of a range from a pullback. Nickel is getting rejected off the VWAP. I may add more to this thing if it takes out lows of the day later. Is Tesla selling? Oh, Tesla is... You know what? I'm gonna size down a little bit on Tesla. I do not like the relative weakness. I sold 100 shares. I still have 900 shares left. I really want to see how it acts around the 10-day. Nikola, I sold it. I sold my last shares the day before it topped here at like low 70s. So I sold last shares because I knew it was gonna be a good short, and so I didn't wanna. I just wanted to be able to focus on the short the next day. Yeah, it was a big move. We bought Nikola here. I think it was David that turned me on the stock. We bought it at 15 or 14.50 in the room initially, and then sold it. I think I sold it. I think I got almost a double on it first time around, and the second time I made like almost 200% on it. On the last shares I sold in the low 70s. Yeah, thanks David. That was holy shit. Like when a stock doubles in a few days, that's pretty epic. And I sold it way too early. It went up another like 60% or 70% in one day after I sold it. That was pretty insane. All right, so far things are fading a little bit. We'll see what happens. Okay, I added more TQQ. I'm gonna use highs of the day as my stop on those shares. Oh, actually no, I'm gonna use like 89 or so as my low 89s. That's my stop for those shares. And I'm also lowering my other stop, my core. Today is kind of boring compared to how it's been for the past few weeks. I'm getting withdrawal symptoms here. Yep. So I'm short 30,000 shares of TQQ, and I'm gonna mostly as a hedge for my longs. Yeah, tide is going out for now. We did get the test of the rising 20 days so far, but it wouldn't be crazy if we pulled back to the rising 50 days. So I'm just getting ready for it. That's why I'm, shorting TQQ and also raising my stops on a bunch of these growth stocks. Parabolic long, well, you get more parabolic short setups than parabolic long setups. I would say there's, for every parabolic long setup, there are like 5 parabolic short setups. Oh, they don't have to be parabolic, but especially not the long ones. But you know, it's just mathematics. The long ones, you just don't get them as often. Beely's fading back. Holy shit, what happened to the CLDX? Did it get halted? No, it didn't. Yes, it did. What the fuck? Damn it. I went from a profit to a loss on this thing. Nope, I'm not buying SQQ. Why would I buy SQQ when I'm short TQQ? I'd rather just short more TQQ because it's higher priced and more liquid. SQQ is just not. Or actually, SQQ is pretty liquid. Never mind, but it's lower priced. I wonder if this Hertz could be a good short. Nah, I'm not gonna do it, but I think it could be a good short. Okay, Nikola looks like it's weakening here. Got rejected off the VWAP several times so far. I shorted a few more on Nikola. I think it's gonna go red at least. Or maybe not. Anyone else short Nikola with me? From the 80s or even 90s? Or I guess the 80s, since the 90s were pretty hard to short it. No one else short Nikola? Come on, guys. What the hell are you guys trading? No borrows? Oh, okay. It's hard to borrow, okay. Guys, you gotta get center point securities. Ditch your brokers, they're no good. What are their minimum requirements? I don't know. Check on their webpage, centerpointsecurities.com. I think it's 30K. No, IB is not a good short broker. Wow, this tattooed chef actually has better numbers than Beyond Meat. Interesting. Bigger growth, better margins. And more sales too. Wow. Now we're starting to see some selling here. Oh, I missed the Celdex open. I'm just gonna cover Celdex right here. Impossible Burger? Doesn't Impossible Food have the Impossible Burger? No. They are merging with Forum, this FMCI. It's this SPAC, Forum Merger 2. They're coming instead of doing an IPO. Stop talking about food. David, you have to eat before the market open. You can't trade hungry. It's not good for your PNL. He's on a diet. He's on a hunger diet. Exactly. If you don't have the time to eat before market open, you have to eat during the market open. Yeah, I'm doing intermittent fasting too. Anyone else do intermittent fasting? I do the 16-8. I eat for 16 hours, then I go sleep for 8 hours, and obviously I don't eat when I sleep, and then I start eating again when I wake up. What, am I doing it wrong? You eat every other day? What, really? How does that work? Well, I guess yeah. So you go like without food for 24 hours? Holy shit. "36 hours? I should probably try one of those alternative ones when you don't eat for like a day or 2 or 3 or whatever. 36 hours? Yeah, I do the 16-8 too. I was obviously kidding before. Or actually I do more like 14-10 usually. So it's kind of not, it's a little bit of a cheat version of it. Or it's different. It's usually, around 14-15 hours without food. Sometimes, maybe once per week, I do like 16 hours. And I work out before I eat, and it's great. I've done it for like 2 years now, or maybe even 3 years. It really is great. BA, I'm short. BA, I've been short since earlier this week. When it started breaking down here, this 221 area, that's where I shorted. If I remember correctly. Yeah. Dry fasting? That sounds not healthy, to be honest. Like, I mean, our bodies are made to survive without food easily for weeks. That's no problem. But water, we need water. Like, our bodies are not made to function without water for very long. I just do like regular gym stuff, like weights, lift weights, deadlifts and stuff like that. Exactly, I was also on intermittent eating. Like for most of my life, I didn't go outside of the house if I hadn't eaten breakfast. Even if I risked coming late to work or to school, I had to eat my breakfast. It was like religion. Like breakfast was like religion, because I was brainwashed. Like, oh, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. But what I didn't understand, I still agree, but the thing is, you don't have to eat it in the morning. You eat it when you break your fast. Yes, Trader Wyckoff. I sell on my individual rules. Like, if I had panicked out of a bunch of stocks yesterday, like look at SC. If I had panicked out of it, right? Look at it. It's at new all-time highs today. Look at D-Dog. What if I had panicked out of it? Look at it. It's at new all-time highs today. PDD. If I had panicked out of it because the market was down a little bit. Hey, look at it. It's all-time highs today. Like, my portfolio is the best of the best stocks. Okay? Look at Melly. What if I had panicked out of it, right? All of these stocks, they're just riding their moving averages. They showed relative strength yesterday. Look at Zoom. If I had panicked out of it, it's almost at all-time highs today. I did sell AMD because it actually hit my stop. I did sell Peloton because it hit my stop. I sold Bill because it hit my stop. And I sold Twilio because it hit my stop. But these other ones, as long as they're above my stop, you know, there's no reason to worry. Yeah, the food industry, there's just a lot of misinformation, and also there's like people get really religious about all these diets. Like, people are religious, you know. I know like religious vegans. I know someone who's like religious, like keto follower, and like people really get super religious, like fanatics. It's kind of crazy. I just eat whatever I want, but I found that intermittent fasting works really well. It makes me feel good, and I find I function really well. But I would never do something like keto. Like you live once, and I mean, some of the best foods have carbs and sugar in them. Like, what kind of life is it avoiding carbs and sugar? Come on. I mean, you should go overboard, but I mean, not for me. Why? I mean, look, why did you panic out of D-Dog? D-Dog was barely red on the day. It was briefly slightly red on the day. Or actually, no, sorry, it was red on the day, but it was well above all of its rising moving averages. Like, why do you panic out of something like this? It showed clear relative strength all of the day. I think most people are better off just taking the indices. That don't even look at the indices. Just look at the individual stocks. There's even no point in looking at the indices. Yeah, you gotta, it's because you don't have sell rules. That's why you panic out of it. If you define clear sell rules, and this is why you need to go back, like I touched on the video yesterday, if you looked at it, that 3-minute segment where I go on my rant. I even have it tabbed in the top in a pinned comment on YouTube. You can just click on the timestamp. Like, you need to go back, look at thousands of stocks, and just look at big moves. Okay, most of the big moves in individual stocks, they keep surfing their rising 20 days for many months, even quarters. And if they dip below it, it's usually very briefly. That's how I develop my sell rules. I just studied thousands of stocks. It really is not rocket science. And then you just have to follow your rules. Because I used to be like that also, you know. Market was down a little bit, I panicked out of my stocks. That's why it's so important, you know, instead of taking what I say at face value. Oh, Christian says, use the trailing 10-day and 20-day. No, you should go and verify that for yourself. That's how you build conviction. And maybe you come to other conclusions. You're like, wait, based on the study I made of 2,000 stocks, I found something else that works even better. Your cost basis was 75. Wait. 75? Oh, okay. I see you bought the opening range highs on the 60. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I bought it a bit earlier. I think I bought it like 72.50 or 73, just as it started coming out of the range. But yeah, 75 was also a reasonable entry. Oh yeah, I got stopped out of Celdex before after a halt. Like I ended up taking a $15,000 loss on it after being up like 30,000 on it or so. Reno, about the same. Just use the highs of the day. Oh, no, DraftKings. Wait, Nikola. Where is Nikola? Oh, Nikola is still holding up. I'm short 15,000 shares of this thing. I think I'm gonna use a lower stop for a partial of those shares. Let's see here. Have you ever traded strictly end of day? Nope, I have not. Yeah, I use sector plays all the time. Technology, software, internet-related names, those are the strongest ones. They have been for years, really. Years. Like all the leading stocks are internet or software related. Stuff like Zoom, Fastly, Beely, PDD, DDOG, SC, Shopify, Twilio. They're all software internet related. Those are the leading stocks. Yeah, Twilio is setting up nice. It looks very, very good. I'm gonna do some insane size on this thing if it starts breaking out of that 200 area next week. This is setting up as a 5-star flag. I'm gonna do like 10-15,000 shares of this thing. Wait. I'm sorry. Is that a typo, Trader Wyckoff? If the stock closes below the 10-week moving average, that's like the 50-day moving average. I'm sure you mean the 10-day moving average, not the 10-week moving average. Because on momentum stocks, the 10-week is a little bit slow. IMRN. Oh, look at this piece of shit. What the hell? Wow, we're gonna get a re-short maybe on Monday. Ideal scenario for this thing, if it keeps going, closes strong and then gaps up on Monday. Yeah, it is. But I find the 10 week is equivalent, about the equivalent of the 50 day. But I feel the 50 day is a little bit slow for the best of the best momentum stocks. Like what happened on Roku last year when I gave and the EMPH, like or maybe they're not good example, but the 50 day, if you're gonna 50 day or the 10 week is more for position trading and not for swing trading. And I just don't think it's I think the 20 day is much better on the best momentum stocks. And that's also something you can verify for yourself by studying thousands of stocks. Look at the biggest and best stocks every bull market we've had, and just look at the charts. Look at what moving averages work the best. Instead of, using something I say or the IBD says, you have to verify for it yourself. You have to put in the work. That's how you build conviction. Oh, FMCI, piece of shit. I'm gonna move my stop a bit lower here. I'm gonna use my, the stop I was using initially, or until yesterday. They're selling it off for now. All the guys, Robin Hooders, that actually thought they were gonna merge with Beyond Meat, Beyond Meat, Impossible Foods. They're getting shaken out here, and let's see if the smarter people start buying this thing up. mRNA is setting up in a very nice way. It's 64, high 63s area for next week will be very interesting. It's getting super tight on the 60-minute chart here. On the next leg higher, especially if the COVID-19 starts getting more media attention, because I'm reading, many states are seeing, new all-time highs in infection rates. It's accelerating out there. So if it starts getting more media attention, I think this thing could break out again and maybe go to 89, back to 80, 90, 100, who knows. Yeah. 100% swing trading. I mean, look, it depends on what you want to do. Like, what do you enjoy the most? Like, what makes sense to you? Like, for me, day trading never made any sense. Or it did make sense in the beginning, but then I realized the big money is in swing trading, not in day trading. And day trading is also much harder. So, I mean, if you want to swing trade, right? Then you can swing trade with 250,000 too. You don't have to day trade. But I think doing both swing trading and day trading, like if you have a smaller or mid-sized account, however you define that, it's going to add to your returns. You're going to have better returns, but you could do just swing trading too with a 250k account. I think, if you do shorter term swing trading, you could probably do 50, 100% easily in any market. Per year in any market, or per year. It doesn't matter if it's bull market or sideways market. If you're a long short trader, that is. If you're a long only, it's a bit trickier. I mean, look, let's face it, 250k is, I mean, it depends, obviously, but I would say like anything less than 100k is tiny, and anything less than a million is small. No, I'm still in Tesla. Yeah, they're selling it off. I want to see how it acts around the 10-day moving average. How do you fight the human urge to take big profits? Well, again, you sell some, or you lock in some into big moves, and then you use a trailing stop. Short-term swing trading, yeah, a few days to a few weeks, I would say short-term. mRNA, if it starts breaking out of the 60-minute range next week, that 64 area. Wait, TQQ, where? Oh, I got covered some TQQ. Let's see here. I need to cover some more. Let's see, 86, 80, 85, 70. Oh, yeah, I need to cover some TQQ here. I'm covering 1,000 shares every 50 cents so far. I still have 26,000 shares. Of TQQ. Okay, I'm gonna use today's stop as today's highs as my stop for all of my shares now. So far, leaders are still holding up fairly well. Twilio green on the day, Peloton green on the day, Livongo green on the day, Shopify green on the day. You can just see the relative strength in these names. It's just incredible. Now, obviously, if the market keeps selling off, these things will eventually break down. But right now, SC green on the day, DDOG. Look at my portfolio. Out of the 17 stocks I have, 15 are green on the day, even though the markets are... Oh, never mind. Okay, never mind. The markets are also green on the day. Never mind. My thesis just got thrown out of the window. Oh, FMCI doesn't look good. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna use a time stop. It's about to trigger my stop here. I don't have a hard stop set. Let's see if it can bounce off this 11 area. If it can't, I'm just gonna sell it soon. Where did I learn? First from Timothy Sykes, like he talks about these supernovas and stuff like that, and then from Investors Live or Investors Underground, that chat room. They trade those setups all the time. That's when I learned. And again, just by looking at thousands of charts, you're gonna start seeing patterns that happen over and over and over and over and over and over again. That's where I learned short selling. Any good resources besides this room to learn? I think you should learn, like everyone should. There are a couple of books. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna add that to my next video too. I need to take some notes here. But there's a few books I recommend, like everyone read if you wanna be a swing position trader. For day trading, it doesn't really matter. But let's see. I'm gonna cover that in the next video. There's maybe like 5-6 books I recommend to read that are just timeless. It's just so good. It's just incredible. Let's see here. Most trading books are just bullshit, especially like the technical analysis ones that just shows a bunch of patterns. Let's see. But there are a handful. Like I've read probably 50 trading related books, and there's only a few that are really good. You only need to read a few to understand all of them, pretty much. Can I throw some names? Oh yeah, I have some names. I'm gonna show you guys the best the best trading books. Let's see here, where are they? Let's see. So these ones I really recommend. I'm gonna show you guys. These are so good. So this is one of my favorites. Hedgemanship: How to Make Money in Bear Markets, Bull Markets, and Chicken Markets, while confounding professional money managers and attracting a better class of women. This one changed my life, okay? And then this one is pretty good too. Planetary Effects on Stock Market Prices with Indicators. This is a classic. This is a stock market classic. Yeah, these are the best ones. You don't need a technical analysis. All you need is buy a telescope. You need to buy like a $5,000-$10,000 telescope, and all you need is to look at the planetary positions. Yeah. Okay. All joking aside, these are pretty cool. These books, like this one. I mean, I wish I could get my hands on this book. This is like, I mean, what the fuck is this? I mean, I don't even know. This is like the best thing ever. But this one is good. This is one of the best ones. How to be an anti-racist. Okay, yeah. How to make money in stocks by William O'Neill. This is obviously the IBD founder. The 4th edition. You can buy any edition, but I guess the 4th one is the newest and best. This one is just so good. Here you will learn a lot about like trends and how to use some moving averages, like the 10-week moving average. This is like the best stock trading book for both technical analysis and fundamentals. Then you have the Market Wizards books also. These are like pretty much interviews by like these great traders. There are like 3 or 4 of them by Jack D. Swagger. Also really good. Pretty much interviews with like hedge fund managers and individual, really good traders. Then Mark Minervini has 2 books, Trade Like a Stock Market Wizard, and also, let's see, that one is really good. Also swing trading book, and also How to Think and Trade Like a Champion. Like those 2 are also really good. So those are pretty much, and you have the Darvas book. This is also a really good one. Also great story, how I made 2 million in the stock market. And 2 million in the 50s, that's like 20 million in today's money, or 10 maybe. So this is also really good. A really fascinating story also. Okay, Shopify is testing a lower end of the range again. And the 11/22/33. The alert beeps are for no, they're only for potential entry points. Like these trend lines I have on my charts, I put alerts on those. So when a stock like Shopify triggered just now, it triggered this lower trend line, because I'm also watching this stock for a potential breakdown to maybe go short. But I'm not really excited about shorting this one. I think it's gonna maybe undercut this trend line, and once the market stabilizes, it's gonna just go back into its base. William O'Neill's method. Is there anything you do not agree with that book? Not that I can. No. I mean the basics. I mean he's done like pretty much every conclusion he has reached. I also have reached it in my own research. So like these are like it's like timeless. It's timeless. I don't remember anything. I mean there are maybe some chapters that are not as good as the others, but I I think no, I don't really disagree with much in that book. Why do you need? Well, usually the stocks with the best momentum have the best EPS and sales growth, and that gives you conviction because you want to, you need to buy stocks that have something going for them. Just some random stock that happens to have momentum, but you don't really know why. Like, what is driving the stock, right? There's nothing going on in the stock, right? You want stocks that are growing or are expected to grow a lot. That gives you conviction. Those are the stocks that have reason to go up. Like some random stock with momentum doesn't have a reason to go up. But all of these stocks, like I have these ZES, Beyond Meat, Zoom, these things are growing fast. They have a reason to go up or keep going up. At least, for a while. Okay, TQQ, I covered some more. Holy shit, this thing is tanking. 3, 82, 81, 80. So again, every dollar I'm covering 1,000 shares. I have 24,000 shares now. I don't think. I mean, Timothy Sykes. I don't know what you mean by scammer, but he does have his alert service where he front runs people, and then you have like hundreds of people buying or shorting after he does. Like he calls out the trade, just like the warrior guy on YouTube is doing. But I think Timothy Sykes' method is solid. Like that's where I learned to short these extended, these parabolic stocks back in 2011, 2012. It was from Timothy Sykes. I pirated his videos from the Pirate Bay. He has like a DVD set that he made like 10, 12 years ago. So I downloaded those videos and watched every one of them, took notes. That's how I started trading. Yeah, you did the same? Yeah. I didn't want to pay like $1,000 for his videos when you can get them free from the Pirate Bay. I'm not dumb. D-DD. No, my TC2000 is not connected to any broker. How do I enter and exit? Because I have 2 computers and 4 screens. I mean, how long does it take to trade? It doesn't take long to... You put in the symbol in the trading box, then you put in your shares, and then you click buy and sell. It takes like 5 seconds. We are going to see... no, I don't think so. This thing is like this is just a garden variety pullback in a bull market pullback. Let's see if the markets can put in higher low here below the 20-day. So far it's building a higher low, so that's something to look for. And if it doesn't, we're gonna test the 50-day, and it's probably gonna bounce off the 50-day. I mean, we've had like the best buying streak, the best 3-month buying streak, like the second or third best in the history of the stock market. Those are usually the starts of new bull markets. But we'll see. We'll see. Price action is key. Predictions are worthless. Where do you find... I have my momentum scans. Are your watch lists ongoing scans or pre-selected? These are pre-selected, but I also have ongoing scans like these ones. Okay, nothing is here right now. This scans for stocks up 7% plus that meets certain liquidity criteria. Wow, wait. Thermal camera play? Huh. This one I'm gonna start watching. If it sets up a base. Oh. I'm gonna go through my scans and I actually have an old video on YouTube. I'm gonna do a new one. You can find the old one, like where I go through my scans and watch list management and stuff like that. But I'm gonna do a new one in the next 24 hours to 500 days. I promise you guys. I'm gonna do another video. Oh, thank you. That's yeah, that's from 3 years ago. So my scans are a little bit different, or the scans are the same, but there are different like numbers in those, and I've slimmed them down. There are fewer things I scan for, etc., etc. But yeah, the video that was posted by D-Dash, yeah, you can watch this one before until I do a new one. I have managed other people's money. I did manage a couple of friends' money, but it was too stressful. You know, it's always fun when things are good, but once you get in a drawdown, it's just too stressful. So I don't want to do that. Okay, FMCI is bouncing so far. Hopefully it can bounce back and close over the rising 20-day. Tesla is bouncing beyond DraftKings. Actually, if DraftKings loses yesterday's lows, I'm gonna go short it because it has a lot of room to fall. Next support is maybe, I don't know, $27. That's like 25% lower. But that obviously market has to start going down much more if that's gonna happen. So far, Zoom is holding up really well. D-Dog again. All my longs are holding up super well. Beely, I did get stopped out of apparently. Oh, took a $26,000 loss on Beely, but you know what? I'm gonna rebuy it if it shapes up. If it shapes up, hopefully it goes sideways for the rest of today. But I'm gonna rebuy it. Your vision? What do you mean by my vision? I have excellent vision. I've been spending most of my life in front of a computer screen. I don't need glasses or lenses. I have best vision ever. Let's see here. MA. Moving. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I already wrote about moving averages. I'm definitely gonna cover it in my video. What is this AZEK? It's a new IPO. Initial bankruptcy offering. If GSX is any good, but on the other end, it is flagging, and there's a lot of shorts in this thing. And if it doesn't get halted, this thing could squeeze to 50, 60 easily. But you know, I guess don't trade this thing. Just don't. Avoid the halt risk stocks, because if this thing gets halted, it's gonna open down 50%. You know, on the it's just not worth the risk. There are better ones. But having said that, it does look bullish. Like the chart looks really good. But both Citron and Muddy Waters have been on this thing. Citron is so-so, but Muddy Waters, you know, that guy is the hammer. Yeah, GSX looks good. I actually did put an alert. I'm gonna, if it's, you know, sets up even better for next week, I may go long a few, just for fun. But yeah, understand that is not a garden variety stock. This thing could get halted, and then you're fucked. And then you guys are fucked. Or we are all fucked, because if I go long, I will be fucked too. Shopify's breaking the lower end of the range. Let's see if we can put in another higher low on the 60-minute chart. Just like Twilio did. Okay, I'm gonna go through. Okay, FMCI is bouncing so far. Great to see. BA. Let's see. Nikola. I think Nikola goes. It almost went red, but I would be surprised if it goes to like mid 50s or so today. Or maybe not. We'll see. Beely, oh yeah, I got stopped out of it. I'm gonna rebuy it if it closes well. Melee, PDD, yeah. All of my longs look great. They just, you know, keep building higher lows on the 60-minute chart and daily chart. So if I only focus on growth stocks for range breakout setups, no, like the thing is, right now growth stocks are the best stocks, like the best momentum stocks, but it may not be the case in every market. You know, in some markets, the cyclicals or commodity related names are the best ones. So growth stocks are not always out like the leading sector, like the leading stocks. I think everyone should track the best growth stocks, but at the end of the day, you should trade the ones that have the best momentum. But right now, it happens to be the growth stocks. Citron, no, you don't always go opposite to them, because sometimes, actually, like about half of the time, they do nail things perfectly. Citron does something very similar to what I do. I have noticed they wait for these like stocks to get really extended, and then they tweet. And sometimes they just completely nail them, and sometimes they're too early. But going opposite to them all the time, no, you're gonna blow up. Determining momentum. Just scan for the 2% of the strongest stocks on every time frame. 1 month, 6 months, 3 months, a year, etc., etc. Then you'll automatically catch the best ones. Alright, I'm gonna cut the stream now. My mother is here, and I am going to be social with her. Why would I hang out with you losers when I can hang out with my mother, right? Say hi to mom. Yeah, I'm gonna say hi to mom from you guys. Yeah, have a great weekend, guys. They did alert Hillary short like 3 months. Yeah, yeah. No, actually, they were actually. I think they were long. No, they were long beyond meat. Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. Sometimes they're wrong, obviously. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week on Monday.